Because we don't want the world to know.
Yeah, I'm not putting that in a vlog.
Yeah.
Vlog.
This is a
What
vlog.
do we do?
This is a vlog? Wait, we didn't talk about all the things we're going to talk about.
We're going to figure it out.
No, that's exactly what we're going to do.
Dutch braid, backcomb, keratin, herringbone, scrunch, dry, faux hog, quiff, bluff, don't go bald. Here's the deal.
Welcome to Here's the Deal Pod, where we talk about hair and everything else, basically. How are we doing today?
I'm alive.
Feeling great.
Feeling sassy. Can I tell you guys something, though, that I think might help? I think I talk louder than you guys.
You do.
And in the videos, it's easy. So either do y'all want to speak up or do you want me to be quieter?
If I talk loud, I'm going to be loud.
No, that's good because it's not like you'll be talking loud like this. You'll be talking loud like this. Because that's the thing. It hears me more than you, and it makes me sound like I'm a bitch because I keep talking over you guys, when in reality, I just talk loudly.
Or maybe you're just a bitch.
I was going to say the same thing.
Well, maybe I am, but I don't want everybody to think that at the very least, you know?
Right, just be yourself.
Just be
You know
yourself.
what? A soft-spoken lady.
Be yourself. Love yourself. Are we ever going to do an episode where we all have accents?
I'm not good at that.
Oh, because you
There's
guys
always
do the
one.
country accent.
There's always
I always
one.
go to the country.
Do y'all think that Chris Cheesy's dying?
Who?
Chris Cheesy. He doesn't look too hot,
Let me
does
see.
he? I mean, he doesn't look bad. He's got a new little leaf.
No, he's not bad.
He needs
Hey, have
lettuce.
you put him,
Well,
you put your finger in there?
I do need to. Let me water him.
I don't think
super
he's
quick,
dying.
actually.
I think you might need to repot him.
He might need to be repotted, but he likes to be. I don't know.
You're watering with your bong.
Show everybody the bong. I genuinely thought that was just a really
I
fun
think-
straw drink.
I think water's gonna drip on the floor.
You know what? If it does, it does.
That's okay.
Well,
Okay.
your switch is right there.
Sorry, we are givers of life in this. Makes
Sometimes.
us sound like we're like
The
having
giver?
children.
No.
Okay, so I do have a question, and I took this from another podcast. So like I'm not trying to originate this to be my own, but
Plagiarism.
it sparked what, plagiarism?
Plagiarism.
I'm not trying to plagiarize, but I was listening to it's the Basement Yard podcast. They're freaking hilarious. I love them. They're like the only male podcast that I like.
Solid name.
Say yes, you can be, because men just shouldn't have podcasts
I
in
agree.
general, but men shouldn't do a lot of things in general. I don't hate men, but like it's pretty close. Anyway, so basically, is peanut butter a liquid? Because apparently, some people think peanut butter is a liquid.
I'd say that it's in between of solid and liquid.
I thought it was like a paste.
So what is that classified as? A liquid or a solid?
Paste. Oh, I see what you mean.
If you're putting it into a category,
Well, what
Is it
about
what
liquid
is?
or is it
What's
solid?
Jello?
I don't know. I don't know, and it's bothering me so bad. I cannot figure this out.
It's a
Like
liquid that
questions
flows
like
into
this
it.
just kill me. Like also the question like
Is this what keeps you up at night?
yes. Also the question that like is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a
I
hot dog a
hate that
sandwich?
question. A hot dog is a motherfucking hot dog.
Why do we have to put things in boxes? Why can't we just let them be?
That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, why can't
Exactly.
peanut butter just be peanut butter?
But
Yeah.
see,
Peanut butter is
but,
peanut
but
butter.
also we're the problem with questions like this because that's not how hypothetical questions work.
I know, but that's how my
I
brain
think a hot
works.
dog is a sandwich.
Hot dogs are not sandwiches, you dumb bitch.
They're literally, it's bread and meat. What would you consider that?
a hot dog.
No.
Yes.
If I said, I'm gonna give you some bread and meat together, you would say, what is that? What it like you don't know it's a hot dog.
Could be
Bread and meat together could be a sharp fucking cootery board. I don't
Could be
know.
a pizza.
No, that's crackers. No, Crackers
Well,
That's
is
Aaliyah
that.
and I had a charcuterie board yesterday with bread.
That's a
So-
good shark.
Like a baguette.
Yeah, we
Baguette.
toasted it and we put like jam and cheese. We had
Oh,
the goat
yeah. Did
cheese,
you guys
the
have
garlic
goat
goat
cheese?
cheese.
Did you
it
guys
good?
you made your own charcuterie board?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best.
Beautiful.
Why go and buy one when you can make a great
No,
one?
because it's so much more fun to make it too with your best friends.
I like going somewhere and having one made for me.
See, here's the problem
Look
with having
at
one
that
made for me.
artistry.
I love the artistry, but there's always at least one thing on it that I'm not going to eat.
Well,
And
that's
if I
what you
make
have
it
friends
my-
for.
But what if they don't eat it too? Like, if I'm going to pay, because you know charcuterie boards be $20+.
Yeah, they're
For, like,
expensive.
a square of cheese.
Dude, Lauren
you
and I
know?
went and got 2 charcuterie boards and a flight each, and it was like $80.
Where from?
Downtown Gainesville. I really want to take you.
That is a lot though.
It's really cute. Though.
That is a
That's
lot.
expensive.
The second one was like a pimento cheese charcuterie
I
board.
love pimento cheese.
Beautiful.
I love
love
And they
pimento
had
cheese.
pickled okra. And
I
I,
need
I
to make
love
some
pickled
pimento
okra.
I did not think I would
cheese.
be into it because like I won't eat okra.
Oh, I love
I love pickled
It was so
okra.
good.
I could eat a whole
The
jar.
only reason I like pickled okra because I never would have tried it if it weren't for you.
Thanks.
But
It
I
was good.
also I like fried okra.
No.
Yeah.
Good southern.
Yeah, if you like pickles and you
The
like
mush.
okra, try pickled okra.
When I was
So
a
good.
kid, I ate fried okra one time and then I threw up and I never ate okra again. But I don't think it was actually the okra now that I'm an adult. I think it's because I was eating crayons before dinner. No, it was chalk. I was eating chalk.
You know, that might do it. Hey, look over there. Look.
Oh,
So this might
so you did get
be-
it.
Yeah, I haven't messed around with it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out. This might be our very last episode with these tiny
With the little
depresso
mugs.
mics.
Yay.
With Mike.
Because we're moving up in the world. Mike Ronowski.
What's his name? Mike.
Well, what's this one's name? Mike.
Gerald.
Mike and Mike. And then
Wait,
he's gonna be Mike 2.0.
Oh.
That's big boy Mike.
Big boy Mike. BBM.
No.
Big bowel movement.
Yeah, big. Yeah, that's what he is. It's a Britney poop.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll set that up in the bathroom. I'll do toilet vlogs.
Can you please just live stream your toilet time?
No, I would get sent to jail. I feel like the amount of profanity that was in that video is not okay.
Do you
Absolutely
curse a lot
not
while you
okay.
poop?
Sometimes.
Really?
Look, y'all don't understand that pooping is not an easy thing for me at all. Whatsoever. It's always painful.
Even with the squat pot?
Oh yeah.
Squat pot's
Squatty potties
life-changing.
make it easier,
Yeah.
Me
but
too.
it is always painful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll pray for you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. A lot of
Painful
people, a lot of
in
people
a-
have.
Painful. We can take this out. Painful in a stabbing way or a burning way.
Depends on the poop.
Is it
Oh,
that you
like
I
have
thought you
more
said that you
stabbing.
can't. I thought you told me one time that it's not getting it out; it's getting it to stop for you. Like
It used to be that when I was
Oh,
like
okay.
sick. Yeah.
oh, so now
No,
it's
but
not.
it's like mostly like I don't. It's not. It doesn't. It doesn't hurt here. It hurts here. When I poop.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like while I poop.
Mm-hmm. Do you like do like the sometimes you gotta like massage
Yeah,
in,
that doesn't work for me.
in the way that you're
That hurts worse
Oh.
because my colon is inflamed. So
Mm.
like putting pressure on it hurts.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Maybe you should poop in a sauna.
The smells.
You're so pretty.
These smells
But
that would
the
be
heat,
going on
though,
in that
the heat would help your
sauna.
stomach. The
Would
heat would help with the achiness.
Or
and
you
then
know what I could
poop it
do?
out.
I could just get a heating pad that I
Yeah,
could
a
have on
heating
the
pad.
toilet.
Well, I wanted to say
I'm not
heating
gonna get
pad.
a whole sauna.
Do you know taking
This is my
baths,
poop pad.
like hot baths, like helps you poop?
Why are you saying
Mhm.
baths?
Why are you bullying me right now, Pacific?
Pacific.
wrong with
I'm not
you?
gonna lie to
Pacific?
you. People who say that, oh, they make me angry. They make it
I used to. I don't anymore.
specific.
I always say specific now.
If I ever come across a person who like we're having a conversation, I just met them, I think like, you know, everything's going great. This person seems really cool, and they're like, well, I was asking you a Pacific question. I'm turning around and I'm walking away. I'm never talking to that person
Like,
again.
I don't know about the ocean that much.
Absolutely not. Like, grow a brain and actually learn words, please.
My mom's gonna watch this and be like, "You used to say that so mean."
I think that's adorable and endearing as long as you don't say
No,
it.
Like, if
I
you're
was like,
5.
I remember when, like, it was my mom's best friend who pointed it out, and it was wild because she's a masseuse, and it was wild. She was massaging me. She goes,
Okay.
"You know, it's specific," and I literally sat there for like the whole time thinking about it. Don't even remember the massage
I'm
because I
done.
couldn't believe all these years I've been saying it wrong.
You know what? Go for it.
I used to say chose instead of chaos, so
What?
chose. It's like-
Chose? Chose? Like toes?
Is it CHOAS?
Choatic?
That's chaos. Chose.
You know who people who spell quite instead of quiet?
Ooh.
That pisses me off.
Hmm.
Or people who say library.
Oh my god.
Go
no.
fuck yourself
No.
if you say library.
That's way worse than Pacific.
I'm gonna have to
Honestly.
bleep out what I say.
I didn't even know that was somebody.
Library.
Somebody says
like,
that.
shut the fuck up. You know?
Library.
You know, I heard it more in like middle school than I do now, but like it still irks
Truth
me.
be told, they just had a speech impediment. I don't know how to say it. Because
No,
it
they were
sounds
just a
like
little
it.
stupid.
You're
It's okay.
mean.
I am mean, and that's okay. It's okay to be a little mean. I hope you guys know
This
that.
episode is Brittany is mean. That's the title.
I'm not gonna say I'm a proud hater or anything, because I'm absolutely not. I love people, but I definitely have my moments.
I mean, I get it. I
Hey,
do.
I have a question for you.
What?
Are you ever mean to your clients when they have high expectations?
That's a great. You always have the best segues.
I do.
You think about it, because I just get lost in conversation. I don't even know what we're about to talk
Sometimes
about.
I'm like, oh, where is this gonna go? Okay, let's segue it in.
I like seeing where it's gonna go.
I'll try for a
I
little
think
bit.
that's our problem. Is we're like, let's just take
Just
it.
keep going.
I'll go, and then I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I would say I'm mean to them, but I do have a lot of clients with high expectations.
Hmm. What about you, Victoria?
I'm not mean. I'm a
Mm-mm.
nice person. But I do have to set boundaries with my clients. So I do kind of, I'm like, look, this is what's going on. I know this is what you want. We'll see if we get there. But what annoys me is when they don't listen to me about that. And then the whole time they're like, so we're going to be ice blonde today, right? And I'm like, no. I told you that.
Mm.
So I don't think I'm mean. But I'll set boundaries if you're being mean to me. You know what I mean?
Okay. Like if they sit in your chair and they're like aggressive instantly, and you're
Yeah.
like, I have to be ice blonde today.
Yeah.
Then you're like,
You have to get out of my chair then.
No,
there is a door.
I did tell a client that if she wanted to be respectful, then we could continue our conversation. But if not, she could go.
And she left, didn't she?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
Well-
again, I don't just jump to that. Like,
Of course.
I had a lady yell at me one time, and I apologized over and over because I could tell, like, this wasn't the situation that was making her angry. Her life was making her angry at the time, and this was just her, like, breaking point. So you kind of have to, like, get that. But then there's also a point where if you're being disrespected, you kind of have to, like,
Put your foot down.
I'm a person, too. So I'm not going to be, like, your punching bag forever. Anyway, so yeah. But, like, high expectations, I feel like there's no reason to be mean about that.
Yeah, I think
Like,
it just
it's
ties into
never-
that, like knowing that we aren't robots. And we're not
Yeah.
gonna just like boop boop boop.
Yeah, I
And
can't
give you
bippity
it.
boppity boo your hair, baby.
I
Like-
wish. And I go boom, boom, boom.
Like I
Just goes
cannot.
out.
Like I said earlier, I cannot make you look like that picture of Jennifer Aniston.
Mm-mm.
Can't change your face. I can't give you more hair unless you want to buy extensions, and I can't make you look like a movie star. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, because a lot of people, I feel like when they show you a picture, they're not just looking at the hair.
Yeah.
They might be, but like they want more than that.
Yeah. I think a big thing is like zoom into the plate, like the thing that you like the most. And if they can't and they're like just this picture, it's like, no, you just like the lady
Mhm.
in this picture.
You just want to be her.
You just want to be her, which like, yeah, if I could give you that, sure. But
Go
you're
see Dr.
beautiful. You're
Miami.
great how you are. Let's zoom into the color and see if that's what you want.
Yes.
Go see Dr. Miami. And I used to love those videos.
Oh, I hated them.
Scare me.
Oh, same. I
love
can't.
them.
I'm not a gore person.
Me
Like
either.
another side note, I went to watch Scream 6,
Ooh.
and Scream 6 is not that vulgar. Like there's not a lot of blood and guts in it.
Mhm.
But oh my god, I was sick to my stomach.
You know what's weird is the older I get, the more that stuff bothers me. Because I used to watch
Same.
Grey's Anatomy and their hands were in
See,
there, and I was like,
I've never watched Grey.
cool.
I don't think I say the
Mm-mm.
I'm
older
so
I've
opposite
gotten.
of you guys today.
No,
Really?
about
Well, I
everything.
say I've always. I say the older I've gotten, the more it bothers me. But I never would watch shit like that when I was
No,
younger.
I did when I was a kid. My parents were worried about me because I would watch
That's
horror.
understandable.
I know. Anyway, I would watch horror movies.
You seem a little too proud and excited about
And like
that.
I did not care about the blood and guts, but now I like get queasy and I like hide like this. I'm like, who am I? And then I think about it all night, like Hereditary, when the head comes off.
Never
Oh, that
seen
was a
it.
horror. That
It's
was
all
Never
I
seen
thought
that.
about.
that is like very intense.
That
That's
was
a terrible movie.
scary.
I had to pray. I'm not kidding.
I
For
had
an
to
hour
pray
after
after
watching that.
Midsommar. Did you see
Yeah.
that one? I prayed
No.
so like I was
I don't know
literally
that one.
crying in my car driving home after Midsommar, and it wasn't even that bad. It's just it left me feeling so uneasy, and I was like, God, please make this go away. It was weird.
See, I'm not a horror movie girl. I genuinely enjoy them,
Mm-hmm.
but it takes a lot of energy out of me to watch one, so I gotta like build up for like months,
Yeah.
and then I'll go see one.
Okay.
So I think that's
But I
what
like
happened.
thrillers better than
But I like to watch scary movies
Psychological
like
is fun.
with people because it's kind of fun being like freaked out and you guys are like all
Yeah.
under a blanket and you're like, oh my god, they're coming. Like I like that
Or like
feeling.
I enjoy, which this is kind of fucked, I think, but like I really enjoy watching horror movies with someone who's more scared than I am.
Oh my god. You're the devil.
Not because I want to see them scared, but because like it makes me feel safe because I'm like, all right, if you're like, you know, like I feel better about this than you do. So like I know that we're good. I don't know. Maybe I do like them
Do you
being
guys
scared
have to
too.
like watch a palate cleanser after watching a scary movie at night?
If it's
my
at
mom makes
night,
this
yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
What's your palate cleanser?
She'll put on like The Office or like something very, very happy, like
Uh-huh.
complete different vibe.
I do Bob's Burgers.
Yeah,
Ugh.
That's
yeah,
a good
something
one.
like that.
Great
Yeah.
one.
We talk about watching TV and
So
movies
much.
so much.
Which
on
is
this
so
we don't
podcast.
funny
have a
because I
life.
don't even watch TV that much anymore.
I
Like,
don't either.
Barely ever. I cannot get through Love Is Blind, like at all.
Can I be honest?
I
with
don't
you?
watch
It's
TV.
awful. I don't like that
Can
show.
I be honest with you? I
Yeah.
hate it too, but I also love it. So I watched Therapist on YouTube talking about Love Is Blind, and it's way more fun
Wow.
than that. They just psychoanalyze them, and I'm like, they're
Wow.
crazy.
That's crazy. Okay, let's get back to what we were talking about because I do want to talk. Because here's the thing, I have
This whole episode has just been you guys talking and me making faces at the camera, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Anyway,
I was going to talk about my little experience, not in a bad way, because I did have a very bad, horrible, no good, very bad day on Monday, I think it was. So it's Thursday today. So we've recovered, but I had a very
Yeah, it was Monday.
unfortunate experience with a client on Monday. And my client came in. She had beautiful hair. It was box colored, which I knew. Which isn't the worst problem in the world, but it does, you know, put up some obstacles. Her hair is very fine, very thin. And the picture she showed me had a lot of dimension and a lot of depth in it. And so what she was down for was not what we had to do in order to get her to the to what we wanted. But I explained that to her. She didn't want to go any darker. She didn't want to add any depth. So I was like, okay, we'll go for it. So I tried to lift her. It barely lifted anything. I mean, it lifted, but it blended right in because her hair is baby fine. And then it was already super light. So blah, 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 blah. Anyway, worst comes to worst. Shelby has to come over, help me out, help explain it. And my client was...
That never happens.
No, never happens.
I put my iPad away real quick.
Yeah.
Let me help you.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, it's okay to get help, though. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I will get help if I need it. But my client was just not listening to me.
She was not listening.
And she was not listening to Shelby either.
It got to a point where I would never say it, but I wanted to so bad be like, are you a hairstylist? Because she just was so adamant about having this picture and this picture and this picture, and they were all multiple different pictures, which I feel like hairstylists do a lot because we see a lot of hair and they're like, I want to be all these different like hairstyles. But like it was very much, you don't know what you're talking about, not to be rude, but like high
So,
expectations.
with things like that, I feel like that's when I just start literally sticking to the facts, because I do have clients that don't want to hear it, they don't want to listen, and then we go in circles, but like those circles can get old. And so I just like literally stick to the fact and say it and say it and say it and say it until they are like, okay. Because like what they're trying to do is figure out like where you're wrong here. So if you just stick to your facts and you're like, no, this is the case, what are you gonna argue with?
Right.
Well, that leads me to my mental breakdown that I did have because I did stick to the facts. And then she told me that I don't make any sense and she doesn't understand me. And honestly, I have nowhere to go in this to give you any constructive criticism on how to act in that situation because I genuinely had no idea what to do. Like, I froze in my foot. Like, I felt so inadequate and honestly, like, scared.
Yeah.
And I felt like it took me back to when I first started doing hair.
Yeah.
Oh, when I
that
walked over
anxiety.
there, I literally felt like me and Brittany were students, and like it was very weird.
Like,
I never felt my age
felt
more
anxiety.
in that moment, and I'm really glad that we're both agreeing.
Oh my
that's
gosh,
how it
yeah, me
was,
too.
because it was a freak out moment, and you're like, and you're thinking about what they're thinking, and they're like, oh, these two young girls, they don't know what they're talking about, and it's like, no, we know what we're talking about, but it's like you don't hear what we're saying.
Yeah, and it's okay for a client to not understand.
Yeah.
It makes sense for a client to not understand.
Right.
I'm the one who paid I'm the one who paid to go to hair school to learn about all of this. You're not, so don't feel bad if you do not understand, and we will try to explain it to you
Yeah,
as
But you
much
have
as we
to
can.
like listen and trust us.
Yes.
It's not like we're over here just slapping color on your hair willy nilly with no like back thought, no thought process. Like we studied these chemicals, we studied their reaction to your hair. So like at the end of the day, I mean, I wish I could tell your client this, but like if anybody's listening and they're a client, trust us.
Mm-hmm.
Just trust what we're saying. We're not just like pulling things out of our butts.
Yeah.
We're using our brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also when you get really frustrated, like when stylists, they seem frustrated, it's not that they're frustrated necessarily at you.
With you.
It's
The
like I get
situation.
frustrated with myself because
I
I
can't
don't
figure
know
this out.
how else to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to seem like I don't know what I'm doing because I know what I'm doing, but it's hard for me. Communication is a really big thing in like any kind of relationship. And especially with client stylist relationships.
Yeah.
So when you get stuck and then you have another stylist comes over and also gets stuck with them, you're like, okay, this is going to be a challenge. Like it's a difficult situation.
Well, it's like I didn't understand hair until I started doing hair and studying it. So how do you then translate all of this knowledge that you have to somebody who doesn't understand hair?
Right.
Like it literally was like a click moment for me when I started to understand it. And before that, none of that would have made sense because you had to like build on that education.
Right.
And that's the thing I was about to say. It's been 5, almost 6 years of education for me. How am I supposed to translate all of that? Because I'm still learning, and I better for always be learning. But how do I translate all of that into a 30-minute consultation with my client?
Right.
Or to try to explain to them, like if they really want to know the facts, if they don't trust me and they need to know, how do I get 6 years of that education into a 30-minute consultation with my client for them to like, and not to like be that way, but like you really got to dumb it down. Because I could look at you and tell you about the freaking cortex medulla and what's the other one?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And you're gonna be like, I don't know what that means.
Just like if you're an accountant and you try to explain to us how you do that, we'd be like,
right over our heads.
So let's
can
chalk
you
it
write
out.
it down, bullet points?
When
I don't
she
get it.
didn't get to the color she wanted, what was it that we were trying to explain to her?
I don't want to talk it out. I'm not gonna lie to you because it's just gonna make me angry. So I love you and I
just
love
wanna
that
know,
idea.
Like I really want to bite your hand sometimes when it gets close to me.
You can if you really would like to. I won't get mad at you if you
Okay,
do. But like I don't want to know
did.
it's coming.
I almost
Next
did.
time. Next time.
Anyway.
But yeah, so basically us explaining that, number one.
Every time people say,
Story for?
yes, every time people say I don't know, I always want to say I don't know what love is.
I love you so much.
That's a great song.
That song came on in my
should listen to
car.
that
I
song.
forgot who I was with. I was jamming out and they like skipped. And I was like, the fuck is wrong?
Don't
with
ever.
you?"
That is a beautiful.
I don't care how dramatic it is. It's a good song.
And
I'm
then
gonna
when he
kill
gets
your
in there
vibes.
and he's like, I don't know.
I don't even know that song.
So
Yes,
good.
once
So
again,
good.
oh my god, you don't know that song?
No, because you are an uncultured swine.
That's literally the furthest thing from the truth. But
I feel like swine is a worse word than like slut or hoe. Like swine.
Uncultured swine and nasty rat. Those are my two faves.
Oh my gosh, I was like, wait, that's from a song that I love, and it is. It's from Annie, but you guys don't like Annie.
Because of the
you guys
chimney
have bad
sweeping.
taste. They don't chimney sweep. That is literally Mary Poppins. You're going to trigger me so hard.
I don't even have a reason to.
That is not
like
the
Annie.
same thing.
I just
don't.
am not into it.
Because you
Why
guys
is
don't
your
have the
hair red and
taste.
why is it curly? I
You
don't
don't have the
understand.
Do you know how unrealistic that is?
They have bad taste. They're just upset that they have bad taste.
Okay.
Yeah, we look real upset right now.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, what I was gonna say, I'm trying to like talk normal. What I was trying to say earlier is that just all boils down to, number one, sometimes you're not gonna always make your clients happy, and that's okay. And that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you or that there's anything wrong with your client, because sometimes things just don't work out.
Yeah.
Number two, after however many years of doing hair, sometimes you're not.
Songs. I'm so sorry. I
her
know
off.
I'm gonna
Look
make
at
you
her.
mad. But
Look
it
at
was
his
Hamilton.
eyes.
It was Satisfied. Does that make it?
No, I heard.
Number one.
I heard.
Okay.
Number two, you're always gonna hit a wall. Like, it doesn't matter how long you do hair. Sometimes there's gonna be times where you just don't know what to say and don't know what to do and don't know how to make your client happy. And number three, and this is just me being a little bit bitter, but it really is not difficult to be nice to the person who's giving you a service, especially if they seem a little frustrated because they're just human beings trying to make you happy. So be nice to them.
If not, we're
kind.
just gonna start crying in front of you and make you feel bad.
That is
when
that
you're
is what I
mean-
did.
when
Not
you're
in front
mean,
of them.
we
I went to the
will
break
cry.
room and I had a mental breakdown. But after that, you could tell that I had a mental breakdown. So that was
Yeah.
embarrassing.
If you're
Um,
ever mean, just know that they will cry afterwards.
Yeah. And
Every
I'm
time
not,
I
I'm not,
cry.
I really am not a person that
Yeah,
like
no.
gets upset about stuff like that. But I mean,
Yeah.
I sobbed.
I'm gonna be a generic Facebook post real quick. So like most people's memories are negative, so try to be that positive memory that people have in their heads from now on.
Cute.
Aw, that has an ocean background.
Everybody just needs to love each other.
Everybody like and share.
And the swirly cursive that you kind of can't read.
That like almost is too light
Yeah,
for
it's
the
too
background.
light,
Like it
and you're
almost
like-
matches the background so you can hardly read it.
Yes.
Mm,
And the
that's
picture's
funny.
grainy.
That's funny. I love it.
Anyway.
Any other comments about hair or like questions or anything fun? I feel like this is a good episode.
Hey, have you seen that trend where people are gluing their bangs with eyelash
I
glue?
have.
And so it doesn't like move
So it
with the
doesn't
wind?
move.
Oh, wow, I should
I want
do
you
that.
to try it.
I feel like your bangs are a little too
But
low.
you're gonna have to put eyelash glue on your actual
Yeah,
eyelashes.
because that's where they
Your bangs
sit.
will just
I
go-
know. I keep contemplating if I should cut them shorter, but then when I see them shorter, like I blow them out
Like
too much.
they
I
look
hate that.
cute the way they are.
I
I
like
just
where
don't
they're
know
at.
how you like see.
Or how you don't like.
Do they look like
How do
I
you
don't know
know?
how I see?
No, because
See,
your
I
eyelashes
was worried that
kinda
people
keep
think
it
that
on
I
your
don't
way.
know what I'm talking
No,
about.
you look
Like,
hot. Like it's like the sexy. I just couldn't pull off the bangs that you have because I would be like all
that
the time.
one. I can't. I did not realize I was that
Oh,
person, but I
right.
cannot have. We're both tuckers.
We are tuckers.
Like
See,
I can't
but
have hair in my face.
I
like
would
that.
have said the same exact thing. And then I did the bangs and I love them so much that I just deal with them. But I'm a huge truck. I hate my bangs like this.
so I like.
And this is literally when I'm at the salon all the time.
I think it looks.
And you
cute
hate
like
it
that.
because
And I'll
it's
literally
right
go like
here,
this.
don't you?
Mhm.
And I'll go like this and I'm literally like this while doing my client and I look in the mirror and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
See, I like
And I have to flip
bangs.
them off.
I always wanted to pull them off, and I've done them so many times. But I just look more Asian, and I have bangs. And
What's
it's
wrong with that, Victoria?
It's not cute. Like my face looks more rounded.
She's gonna get
It's not
canceled.
that like looking Asian
She's
isn't
gonna get
cute.
canceled. Listen, I was worried I was gonna get
It's
canceled.
because
She is
Victoria.
Asian, by the way.
I am
So like,
Asian.
let's make sure we know that.
Everybody-
Yeah.
I'm not racist. So my mom, she's got a very round face because she's Asian, and I have her round face too. So when I wear bangs, I just look like
It just rounds you
I'm a
out.
circle.
I think I'd like to see it, but I understand. I think I could pull off bangs. I think I would look great, but I think they would just drive me absolutely insane, and it wouldn't be worth it. It's perfect. That's exactly what you.
What do you guys think? Anyway, look, I'll show
We
you.
should
a
get
picture of me
clip-on
with
bangs.
I don't know.
We should all do an episode with clip-on bangs.
We should, but you won't need to.
Can I glue mine here?
No, I'll get them thicker.
Okay.
You know.
Like Jessica Day bangs.
Oh God.
I'm
Anyway.
going back and forth on my
I
bangs.
have a client who has Jessica Day bangs. She looks so good with them.
Certain people.
There are some
do.
people who can pull off, and I can look at you and I can be like, "You need Jessica Day bangs,"
That's fair.
and you would look 10
Jessica
times
Day doesn't
better.
even look like Jessica Day without her bangs.
No, it's kind of weird.
terrifying.
I didn't even know it was Zoe Deschanel in the freaking Elf movie.
I know. It took me so long to figure that out, and I
I
didn't even
know.
figure it out from looking at her. I figured it out from hearing her sing "Baby, It's Cold Outside."
Same! That's hilarious.
I wake up to her singing
Oh, that's
in the
weird.
mornings. No, it's cute. It's a nice way to wake up.
Is it?
Yeah,
I would end up
no,
dating her.
I didn't mean to do it, and Alexa just started doing it, and it's actually a wonderful song to wake up because it wakes
What
up with like.
song?
I'll play it for you guys. It's
Okay.
nice. It's a good way to wake up.
All right. Well, Bessie's. It's that time of day.
You gotta pee?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
I do
imagine that.
too.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching this video. We love you guys so much. Sorry it was a little chaotic, but we're starting to talk a lot more about hair, which I think is our purpose. So I
Yes.
think we're
Okay.
doing good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Anyway, so thank you for watching. None of you guys ever let us know what you want to hear from us, so I'm getting a little salty about that. But you know what? If you do watch this entire video and you get to the end of this video, because I realize maybe people just don't watch the whole thing,
I know.
because they're kind of long.
I think they like the
I do watch
TikToks.
the whole thing.
Yeah. But anyway, if you would like us to talk about something, if you want to hear something from us, or if you just like us to keep doing this because we really enjoy it and we would like to keep doing it, please let us know what you would like to hear from us. Give us suggestions. We'll be posting on our Instagram. more little question boxes so that y'all can actually be involved in our content. We did get some good ones, and I actually do want to see if we can like connect some of those things. So we will be doing that soon. So keep an eye out and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Here's the Deal Pod. You can connect with all of our personal Instagrams through our link tree there. And yeah, any last words?
Bounce,
last
bounce,
words?
bounce around. Bye.
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 Here's the deal.